What's up? How y'all doing today? This is your girl Bernicia. Welcome back to my channel. As you guys can see by the title, we have quite a bit to talk about today. But before I get into my subjects, I would like to say thank you guys so much. I see that I have a few new subscribers. Thank you guys. I really appreciate the commentary. Even though I do this for fun, I had a dream of one day becoming monetized. So a few more of you guys getting in there and hitting the subscription button, that will help me get monetized quicker, and I will be able to produce better and more things for you guys once I get monetized. So once again, thank you guys, those of you who've been here, and thank you. Welcome to the new people. Okay. All right. So first up, I want to talk about Scotty and what went down with her this past week. Okay, so a video went viral. Okay, so apparently it was a few of the girls from the baddies. You had Jayla, Sapphire, and Taseki. Okay, so they're all sitting up there. They're doing like a little panel situation, talking to the fans or whatever. They're on live. And Sapphire received a text from Scotty, right? And in the video, you can hear Taseki saying they were questioning why Scotty was upset. Apparently, she seemed to be upset on the text messages. So in the video, you can clearly hear Taseki saying, oh, Lenny probably hit her, right? So let me show you guys this video real quick, and then we'll dive right back in.
Y'all, let's talk about it. No. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it later. I know.
All right, so let me give you guys a little bit of backstory for those of you who do not know the situationship between Scotty and Lemmuel Plummer, who's the CEO of Zeus Network. Okay, so basically, back in 2022, that's when we started hearing rumors about Scotty and Lenny messing around. And this was quite salacious because everybody knows that Lemmuel is in a relationship with Janisha John, okay? She's the host that you guys see hosting the reunions, and you see her at the auditions and stuff like that. That's Janisha John, and that's Lemmuel Plummer's girlfriend, okay? Now, back in 2022, we started hearing rumors about Lemmuel messing around with Scotty. There was images of them together, moments and instances of them being close. And then last year, after the season aired for Baddies East, it was revealed that Lemmuel was messing with Scotty and N.E.X.T, okay? And apparently there was the STD situation going back and forth between them. I don't know if Lenny was the one who allegedly gave these girls the STD, but there was a rumor that both Anna and Scotty got burned by the same person, which at the time, everybody was saying that this was Lenny, okay? So now fast forward back to the current moment where this video has went viral because the girls accidentally slipped up and let some tea loose, okay? Because in the video, you guys see where, you know, Taseki caught herself and then whispered into Jayla's ear and Sapphire's ear and said what she had to say. They said that they were going to just talk about it later. So obviously something's not clean in the buttermilk, okay? And what I would like to say, because I've been looking at the comments, I see that a lot of y'all, a lot of y'all is thinking that Lenny is putting hands on Scotty. And what I will say, it wouldn't surprise me if he is. Because if you guys have been watching Keeping Up with the Baddies, you can see that Scotty is definitely like, she gives victim vibes. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that this girl walk around just, you know, a battered woman or whatever the case is, but she gives victimized, okay? Victim. vibes, because first of all, you see a lot of times she's being attacked and yelled at and assaulted by Natalie, her best friend, and allegedly there was some type of freaky situation with her and Natalie and Lenny. Child, it's a whole lot of fucking and sucking going on over there at Zeus. Okay. So what I will say though, I feel like there is some truth to this. I feel like Lenny probably do put hands on Scotty, because there were rumors that he got her apartment and he also put cameras in the apartment so that he can keep an eye on Scotty. And not only that, there were phone conversations released at, the way that he talks to Natalie and stuff like that. So the way that he talks to women in general, it doesn't surprise me. Like, if you'll talk to a woman like a piece of shit, you'll hit her too. So it doesn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me, that is, if he really did put hands on her, okay? But what I will say is, though, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Or however they say that little saying. Because at the end of the day...
Oh, whoa!
Scotty knew that this man was in a relationship. When she first joined Baddies, Janisha John has been in the picture since the Baddies situation started, okay? This is Janisha John, and she's a bad bitch, okay? She's a very beautiful woman, okay? So, why Lenny decides to, sleep with all these different women when he has something like that on his side, hell, it confuses me. But that seems to be the way of men these days. They don't have no motherfucking sense. They stupid as fuck. They want their cake and eat it too. You got a beautiful bad bitch who has a name for herself in the industry, because Janisha John is known by a lot of celebrities. She has a little name for herself, and she's also very stylish. So she has a name for herself. She's somebody. And so Scotty comes through. Natalie introduces Scotty, brings Scotty into the mix. And then at some point, him and Scotty links up. Now, what I believe happened, I believe that this started off as a trick type of situation. But I think that somewhere along the lines, things got blurry for Scotty. And I believe that she caught feelings, because this little side relationship between them two has been coming carried. Because he's messed with other women that's been on the show. Anna Mac being one of them. I heard that he was trying to get with T. This is allegedly. There's no proof really as far as his relationship with Anna and T. But Scotty, that's definitely a given. We all know that there's something there. But what I will say, though, is Scotty is... See, sharks, one thing about it, sharks can smell blood in the water, okay? They can smell blood in the water. And when a person has the type of personality where they can be kind of dominated and controlled, because if you watch the season, you can see how Natalie she kind of just treat and do Scotty any kind of way whenever she feels like it. And Scotty takes it for the most part. So I feel like people like Lenny, he knows that she's like the ideal side bitch, right? She's going to sit back. She's going to obey. She's going to play her position. She's going to be in the sidelines and be quiet and do whatever the fuck you tell her to do. And the moment she get out of line, you put hands on her, and she's accepting of that, okay? So that's why I said earlier that Scotty gives me victim vibes, because if she take a lot of shit from Natalie, just imagine what she takes from a guy that she's sleeping with and who apparently takes care of her, okay? So that's that. But what I will say, folks, listen, to all you young ladies out here with, messing around with these older men, especially if they got a woman already, that's already like a fucking red flag. If the nigga will fuck off on a female that he's already with, in a relationship with, and everybody knows that Lenny's with Janisha, she's something that he flaunts around, but yet you fuck with somebody and you got to be the side bitch at all times. Y'all relationship has to be a down low situation, but yet he gets to walk around with this main chick, and she's the prized possession, but you something that he takes off the shelf and fucks with when he gets the time and opportunity. Listen, it ain't no amount of money that should allow you to sell your soul to play second fiddle to Elm bitch, okay? Second fiddle to Elm bitch. I feel like if Scotty got into the relationship with him to get her bag, to trick with him. That's one thing, okay? It is what it is. But when you go to falling for somebody, when you knew that he was already in a situation, when you knew that going into the situation, he would never put you first, and you fell for him, that's where you fucked up. See, I have nothing against y'all. I have nothing against women who feels like, they go out and they use their body to get their bag. Listen, that's the oldest profession. I have nothing against it. Sis, do what you got to do.
I can't co-sign that, big brother, but I ain't mad at you for what you do. I ain't mad at you for nothing you do.
But if you're going to go into a situation like that, especially if this man has a woman already, you need to know what position that you really play to him, and you need to stick to that shit. Don't fall in love and catch feelings for a nigga who already playing it dirty from the beginning, because if he was fucking good, he wouldn't have been cheating on the first bitch. So you have to keep that shit in mind. Don't think that because he's whispering sweet nothings in your ear and he's doing things for you that he's ever gonna cherish you or put you first or any of that good shit. Anytime you catch feelings, when you catch feelings, you sink your own ship. Okay. And I think that's I think that's the situation that's going on with Scotty and Lenny. So yeah, I mean, child, nothing that goes on in the dark stays hidden. So it will be something that will come out with the real truth of the whole matter with the Lenny Scotty situation. And the thing that confuses me as well about that is I'm wondering why Janisha never really spoke on it. Like, I respect her to some extent for taking a high ground, because obviously she knows that Lenny's fucking with Scotty and probably other bitches. I'm quite sure she's aware of that, but I'm wondering why is it that she's never acknowledged anything that's been going on between Lenny and Scotty? Like, why she never, because these women are always around each other. They're around each other doing production. They're around each other, doing certain events. And I'm wondering how, Scotty and Janisha's relationship is. But child, that's neither here nor there. Y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think about this whole situation between Lenny and Scotty. Do you guys really believe that Lenny's putting hands on Scotty? Child. So moving on, let me go ahead and get to the next subject. Y'all, this next topic is, it's a bit cringy, okay? So let me start off by just saying this. Now, when I first ran across this video on my timeline, it was just circulating all up and down my Twitter feed, okay? The video has over 8 million views, okay? So I just checked it out to see what all the hoopla was about. And initially, I was just like, it's sad and pitiful, a little bit funny, and all of the feels, right? But there's a colorful plot twist with this whole situation, okay? It's not funny, y'all, because domestic violence is unacceptable in any shape or form, okay? I'll just tell y'all that, okay? So let me go ahead and play these videos real quick, and then I'll get into my thoughts on this whole messy-ass situation.
After I screen recorded the shit on my phone. Ain't even a screen record. This is me pull my camera out, record her whole phone, so I got all the information. Mind you, after I gave the bitch her phone back, I snatch it back again. She down below on other messages all the way from back before we even start fucking with each other, trying to delete other shit out her phone. Then when I first asked you about the nigga, she swore he was a faggot. He don't even like bitches, so I hit him up myself. Cause I ain't no bitch ass nigga. What's up? Is he a faggot or not, bitch? He not gay, right, Diamond? Is he gay? Is the boy you was talking to gay? Please? Girl, stop trying to act like you so scared. Now you so... She's so cared.
Here's my first thought. That is a pretty ass boy, okay? And ain't no pretty ass boy like that is gonna be talking shit to me, okay? But
thing is, earlier, when I told the bitch to get hit by a car, she had like she ain't want to do that. Oh no, she wanted to do that.
Come on, just kill me.
So you ready to die? I like that. Now she accept the consequences, and that's what I need, because I don't want to.
Did this bitch just tell that nigga to kill her? She said, just kill me. Like, What the fuck kind of crazy shit is this? Like, I get it, Diamond. Diamond is being a hoe, okay? Obviously. Oh, whoa. Diamond is being a hoe. Diamond got caught up in her bullshit. But for you to sit up here and tell an obviously volatile motherfucker to just kill you, bitch. Now, goddamn, what kind of buffoonery is this? Child, let's continue.
Nigga, Diamond, tell everybody why you was texting them back. Make it make sense. Why? Why was you texting them? What did you get out of that?
Please, Scotty.
What did you get out of that? Making me wear your face on my shirt and shit. Clown. Clown. Embarrassing. Clown. Fucking clown. Wearing your name around my neck for what? Clown. Clown. Corny. Corny. Fuck am I doing all this for? For another nigga to be sliding in her pussy while I'm at work. Sliding on her while she on break or something. Cause she's so sneaky, you just never know when she gonna get fucked. She can text a nigga right in my face after I just posted a video of her. She can text him back calling a nigga baby.
What the fuck? Only time I ever seen a motherfucker wear a t-shirt with a bitch face on it is at a funeral. A funeral, a graduation party, maybe a wedding, but damn, bitch, you walking around with a whole diamond t-shirt. And she got the chain on. He got the chain on. What the fuck got the chain on? He snatched that motherfucker off that little dollar chain, just snatched that bitch off. Where they got that bitch from? That look like an accessory. That look like one of them little accessory nameplate chains. First of all, why the fuck is you walking around with a shirt with this bitch face on it and a chain with the bitch name on it? Like, you deserve everything you get. And why the fuck they reminded me, just looking at Diamond and this motherfucker, they kind of reminded me of Jim Jones and Chrissy. They kind of reminded me of Jim Jones and Chrissy. Look at Jim Jones snapping at Chrissy. Oh, Jesus, this shit is not funny. This is just ridiculous. Listen, at the end of the day, if a motherfucker putting you through all of that and you being all that loyal to a person and they still doing what they want to do, then find somebody else, okay? Because clearly this is not a happy relationship. If this girl, Diamond, feel the need to still reach out and gallivant and contact and talk to other dudes and talk sexual to other people, then obviously she's not satisfied in a relationship with you. So you need to just move on before you catch a fucking charge. But child, let's continue.
Hella niggas, bro. Telling niggas that they can come put their face in her pussy. She suck. Bitch, say something to me and I promise you I'll make you eat this phone.
Wow. Listen, point blank period. It doesn't matter what the fuck Diamond did. You could have caught Diamond sucking a dick, face down, ass up, sucking dick, getting rain trailed at the same damn time. It doesn't justify you putting your hands on her or getting your dumb ass on live and threatening to kill the bitch on live in front of millions of fucking people. Like, what sense does that make? Neither one of these motherfuckers got any brain cells, if you ask me. First of all, Diamond, you too big to be sitting up there letting this Jim Jones looking motherfucker beat on you and put down on you. If that motherfucker silly enough to wear a shirt with your face on it and a fucking dollar ass chain with your name on it, then I would beat that motherfucker ass. I'm not gonna sit up there and let that little bitch sit up there and fucking yell at me and scream and yell at me. Child, it's a mess. It's a mess. But you know what? You can't chalk up your actions to what the next motherfucker might do. Because I know what I would do in that situation, but I can't say that this is what that person could do, because maybe Diamond ain't emotionally stable enough to realize that she has the advantage in the situation. Because, bitch, first of all, only thing you had to do was body slam that motherfucker and sit on him. With all that ass that Diamond had, she could have just sat on that bitch and just let that be that. Okay? But either way, like I said, domestic violence is a fucking it's not a joke, okay? And if a person is that obsessed with you, if a person will put hands on you or say things to hurt you, that's not love, okay? It's confusion. And the same thing for this person who is going off on Diamond. Listen, if Diamond want to do her, let Diamond do her. If you need to stop wasting time and energy on somebody who will do all these things that's disloyal to you. Find somebody that wants you, that love you for you, okay? Because what she's doing right now, or what this person's doing right now, is going to end up catching them a charge. Okay, only thing this motherfucker got to do is call the police right now and show this video. Look, your ass going in jail. And for what? For a person who wasn't loyal to you from the jump. So at the end of the day, the whole situation is sad and pitiful and quite funny, to be frank with you. But here's the plot twist. Okay, this person that y'all see that's talking, that's upset, that's complaining, that's talking shit to Diamond, that person who I initially thought was a male turns out to be a female. Okay, so after this whole video went viral, motherfuckers went to pulling up Instagram pictures of this person pregnant. Okay, so clearly this nigga is not a nigga, it's a shit nigga, a shim, a him. It's not even a girl, not even a dude, it's a girl, okay? So even this for that news further infuriated me. Like, I would have beat that bitch ass. Ho, you is not for to try me. I don't give a fuck, especially when you got a split. Bitch, listen, it's an even playing field when you got a split. Trust me, okay, bitch, I would have whooped her ass. I'm not gonna sit here and get domestic violence by another bitch. But like I said, that's just me. Everybody don't react the same way in different relationships. But what I would say, regardless to whatever kind of relationship you in, whether you in a same-sex relationship, whether you with a man or woman, doesn't matter. Domestic violence is never okay. All right. And if somebody treating you like this, if somebody putting hands on you and yelling at you and humiliating you and embarrassing you, then you needed to just, your best bet is to leave them, okay? Because it only goes downhill from there, okay? Abuse starts off one way and then it always progresses in a negative way, okay? So with that being said, Diamond just need to find somebody else to be with, somebody that she really loves and cares about, and perhaps be loyal to that person. As far as the lady, the nigga boy or whoever, that person just need to find someone who loves her for who she is, okay? Clearly, Diamond don't feel the same way that you feel. Clearly, she doesn't have the same type of loyalty you have. Obviously, you got some type of loyalty, because bitch, you walking around with a whole shirt with her face on it and she's not dead. Well, obviously, you're loyal to somebody who doesn't reciprocate, okay? And if a person treats you like that, if somebody shows you who they are, believe them, okay? And I feel like before you catch a charge over a female that's not even, who doesn't clearly have any loyalty to you, who clearly is not doing you right, to catch a charge over that person is just to add insult over injury. So if for no other reason, it's not worth it, okay? It's definitely not worth it, okay? It's a traumatic relationship. Kick rocks, move on. Child, anyway, this whole situation was crazy and it was a surprise to me. It was news to me. So with that being said, guys, let me know in the comment section, what do you think? Next topic. All right, so before I go ahead and get out of here, I want to talk about Charleston White, okay? This man is a whole fucking key. All right, I do follow him. He's always going viral for some fuck shit. He's always getting into it with people, but he's most known for his mouth, okay? This man is not scared to speak his opinion whatsoever, okay? So recently he just went viral for basically running down on two OnlyFans girls, right? So he's on a podcast with them, and he's basically, I mean, they basically trying to put they sexy on him, and you know, one of the girls fuck around and say something that he felt slighted by, and per usual, when Charleston started doing that bouncing, that means he about to go off. So take a look at this video and let's watch what happened.
I don't. I've never done cocaine in my life.
I seen the white stuff on your nose.
What white stuff?
When we
you mad because I said you farted and you're going to lie and say I did cocaine? Okay.
You lied and said I farted. So I lied and said you did cocaine. Same thing.
Okay.
You take it personal. I ain't.
Fair enough.
See,
fair
she
enough.
lied and
He
said I
didn't
fought.
fart.
That's what
He
I'm
didn't
saying.
fart.
Her ass was farting, shaking her ass in front of that white boy, asshole just loose as it can be. Oh, every time she shake it. Who can do that on call? What dog can shit when you say shit? You was farting on call.
I had
He said,
gas.
that's
I ate
what I'm
tacos.
saying. And she doing this on camera and want to think she can get some, man, money getting girls
I
don't
ate
even behave
tacos,
like
so-
y'all. Money getting girls, this is the low grade money getting girls. They barely getting.
I got money.
They barely getting. Coming on
money.
here talking to a money getting nigga like they really get money. Man, I know money, I'm money.
But you're a snitch.
Man, I ain't no snitch.
Yes,
But
you
I
are.
will snitch if I was breaking law.
You're a snitch.
One thing they say, never pick a fight with a woman. Never argue with a woman. Well, listen, what they need to say is never argue with Charleston. Because if these two girls, they for 1 second that they finna get the upper hand in this argument, they gotta twist it. So, let's continue.
I ain't no hoe though, but
You
I
got
will
your clout off
snitch.
of snitching.
No, I got my clout
So
off
the
coming
clock can't call
online
the kettle
talking.
back.
I got my
If I
clout
got my
off
clout
coming
off
on.
clapping my
No, you
natural
ain't got no. You
ass,
ain't got
and
no
you
clout.
got your clout off
You ain't got
snitching?
no clout. You ain't. You
Who-
stand.
who-
You
who's better
stand.
than
You
who?
standing in line on 20 versus
In the
1.
streets,
You
when you
ain't got
snitch,
no
you ain't
clout.
no real nigga.
I ain't no real nigga. I'm a father who's never been to jail on
You
his
snitching.
kids.
You
I ain't
snitching.
never
You
snitched.
snitching
I
on-
ain't
you
never
a snitch
snitched.
on your own
I'm not.
kids.
I will. You goddamn right. I will.
Exactly,
You goddamn
so-
right. I snitch on my own son, but.
Basically came off at him. So like he was telling them, like, you know what I'm saying? You throw a rock, you know what I'm saying? You start with me, I'm gonna start with you. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, right? So then as he's going off, I noticed how the chick that was sitting to the right, her response was to compare herself to him, saying that, you're a snitch, you're a snitch, and I make money doing, videos. Who's better than who? So here's the thing. I feel like it's quite sad if your only response to him can be something about snitching. It just shows where your mentality at. If this man sitting up here coming for me, you know what I'm saying? Because a bitch can't judge me for what I do, right? So if she's making money being an OnlyFans model, he's basically saying that there's no substance to her because of what she does for a living. There's no substance to her, and that, her issues is because she does what she does because she came from a fatherless home. All right. And all the thing that she did, from what I'm seeing, only thing that she did was basically prove him right. Like, you sitting up here, this man is coming for you. He's coming for you as a person, as what you do for a living, as a woman. And if your first response is the fact that he snitched, that shows where your mentality at. Because who gives a fuck who he snitched on? Okay, none of the niggas that he snitched on, you fucking probably even know. And even if he did snitch on somebody you knew, he's a tax-paying citizen. See, this is the mentality that a lot of young people have, and it's stupid as fuck. I don't give a fuck, bitch. I'm not out here committing crimes. I'm a regular citizen. So if a bitch do something to me, or if do something to one of my loved ones, bitch, I'm calling the police, okay? So you could call it snitching, you could call it what it is, but when you out here living by the sword, you will eventually die by the sword. So I don't give a fuck about the snitching shit, and I agree with Charleston on that. So unfortunately, for this lady to have a comeback and say what she said, come on, sis, I'm gonna need you to come harder than that.
I ain't gonna show my pussy hole or my asshole or my dick hole to get no money. And I hope my daughter don't either. Because she graduated this year at 15 and her daddy bought her a car. She ain't got to go finesse no man for her daddy. Her daddy been here since day one.
Okay, big ups to the snitches.
You goddamn right, make that ass go to
Big
get
ups to the
quiet.
snitches.
We go, yeah, big up to the fatherless girls that got to show they pussy hole to try to get some money on OnlyFans. Big up to you hoes. Big up to you fatherless bitches that probably been molested and fucked in the ass by one of them perverted uncles. That's why you so sexual. That's why you so promiscuous.
No.
Yeah, hide behind that motherfucking paint.
You don't even know us.
No, I don't been knowing nothing. I'm just throwing rocks, and if it hit you, holler. If the shoe fit, wear it. If it don't, let it quit. If the glove don't fit. Yeah, I'm just saying some shit like y'all saying some shit.
This motherfucker said, I'm just throwing rocks. If it hit your holler. If a shoe fit, wear it. This motherfucker crazy. Listen. I'll say this. I don't agree with a lot of shit that Charleston says. Sometimes he be, flying off the handles with his shit. But at the same time, he do be saying some real ass shit.
You didn't ask me about kings who had many women. So I want to show you an example of something. You asked me about what about women who had many men, and then you specifically brought up Cleopatra. And I spoke to you about how she lost her kingdom because of that. You can't find no other woman after her who have had many men and who was great.
I'm gonna have to look into that.
I have. So that's why I'm having this debate with you. That's why I'm having it. That's why I'm having this. You can't no other. That's why even the Queen of England, she died and ruled for many years, had one husband.
That we know of.
But listen,
we know of.
That's what I'm gonna tell you something about a woman. You won't know nothing else about a woman but what you know of. But everything about a bitch in a hole, you're gonna know everything about her. Not about a woman. A woman is always gonna be secretive and gonna be reign anonymous. The women today aren't secretive and they're unanonymous. You're going to know about every man she slept with. But the Queen of England, from Michelle Obama to Coretta Scott King, you won't hear nothing about who they slept with. But great men, you will always hear about great men having many and multiple women, from kings and presidents.
That's the expectation.
But you won't.
Just have.
Well, that's not the expectation. That's the nature and that's the God design of a man. God created a man to be fruitful and to multiply. That's why a woman gets pregnant and remains pregnant for 9 months. And while she's pregnant, a man can continue impregnate other women. She can only get pregnant one time. So it's not designed for her to be with multiple men.
Right.
Now, what I will say real quick, because he did go in on these girls saying that, it's a bunch of fatherless girls, how he's there for his daughter. One thing I will say about that, niggas love to be around here treating other people's daughters. Treating other women, talking down to other women, disrespecting other women. But when it comes to their child, their daughters, their nieces, their women in their family, they think that that's supposed to be exclusive. Listen, however you treat women, that shit would eventually come back to bite you. All the sins of the father affects the child, okay? Because it be those trifling ass niggas that turn around and have daughters, and they daughters go through it by other trifling ass niggas, because that's the way that shit work. That's the way the universe work. Whatever you throw out there, it will eventually rotate itself and come back to hit your ass, okay? So he needs to keep in mind the fact that his daughter still got to live her life. So he's saying what he's saying, like, his daughter is not fatherless and whatever, this, that, and the third. Yeah, you might be in her life, but that doesn't mean that she's going to grow up to make the ultimate best decisions, okay? And just because these young ladies are doing what they do for a living doesn't mean that they came from a fatherless home. People make choices. You can raise kids to be the best that you can raise them, and you can do whatever you can do to bring them up in the better environments. But sometimes your parenting can't compete with the world. Sometimes they still go left, even though you don't raise them right their whole entire life. So with that being said, I don't agree with him on that. Doesn't mean that these women came from badass situations. Sometimes it's just simply the choice that they make. Okay, but let him finish out the rest of his ranting, child.
Ain't we having fun to make content? But I hope my beautiful little daughter don't have to get naked to show her pussy hole, to lay on her back just to try to get on her feet as a woman, and you still can't get on your feet.
I hope not either.
Don't ever have to do what y'all got to do.
You know,
and I hope the rest of the young girls, I hope the rest of the young girls that watching this, you can learn how to create content without burning your pussy to the world. Trying to sell your body to me right here, touching on me like that shit turn me on. Man, I bypass girls like y'all every day.
I was touching you.
Man, this motherfucker was. But you talking that kind of talk like you really that, man, y'all ain't no real hoe, y'all playing.
Now, the ending of what he said, because I don't get caught up in the semantics. Everybody want to get into their emotional and their feels about, how he's talking or the way that he's delivering the message, but you have to listen to the message yourself, okay? So he did go on and, he finished it off with some real shit, you know what I'm saying? Big up to the girls out there, okay? The young girls out there. Please know that there's other ways to make money. And I talk about this a lot on my videos, because people think these days that the whole culture is the only way to get themselves a career. They think it's the quickest, it's the fastest way. But one thing that y'all seem to forget, is that beauty fades, okay? So yeah, you might be able to get out there. It's easier to get out there, show some ass and titties and you know, bust it wide open and make a quick dollar, but eventually that shit gets old. And then when you out here in the world and you trying to change your life and you trying to upgrade your life, people gonna hold you to the same stigma. Hence Charleston White sitting up here talking to these two women, okay? Both of these two women probably make good ass money. They probably living better than most people. But with that being said, sometimes with the way that you get your money, you have to sacrifice some of your self-respect, because ultimately these are the type of situations. This is how people deal with you, and they judge you. You know what I'm saying? When they know that you're out here doing said careers, okay? So like I said, it's nothing wrong. I personally don't have an issue with women who make their living a certain kind of way. I have no problem with women who do what they gotta do. Like I say, selling ass is the oldest profession in the motherfucking universe. Since biblical days, that's what people did. Women did, sold ass, okay? So I have no issue with the choices that you choose to make. But if that's what you're gonna do, you have to deal with what comes with that. So don't sit up there and be all fucking offended and mad because somebody else have an opinion about what you do for a living. If you're gonna be an OnlyFans model, you're gonna have to stand in that. You're gonna have to take the good with the bad. Yeah, it's good money, but bitches gonna judge you. There's gonna be a stigma around you. And it's unfortunate because men can get away with doing these such things. They don't get the harsh realities and the harsh judgments that us as women get. However, with that being said, if you're going to be offended, just be ready. Just be ready if you're going to be doing this. You can't afford to get offended. You have to have some thicker skin. So going back and forth with Charleston was just futile. And I feel like in that moment, it'd have been some time to show a nigga like him the intelligent side of you. Like, bitch, I'm not going to sit up here and argue with you about you being a snitch and you sitting up here coming for me and my character. So what I would have done was I would have stood on business and I would have handled the matter as classically as possible. Because what you saying is not what I am, okay? So the best thing to do in a situation when a motherfucker saying that you this and you're really not that is to show you right when you know you're right. Bitch, I will prove you wrong. Okay? I will show you, bitch, there's more to me than what you sitting up here judging me for, you know? But ultimately, it is what it is. Y'all.
Damn.
Let me know what you guys think about everything in the comment section. Love you. Deuces.